Hey, what's up, guys? So I'm gonna be showing you guys how I pollinate my cacti. I use this little vacuum to collect pollen, and from one flower alone, try to focus here. Look at this. This is from one flower alone. It's a good amount of pollen. I'm only gonna be pollinating queretaroensis today. This one's really dehydrated. I think it only had one little root, but I'll still pollinate it. So I got pollen from there, and then I'll see what else I have. I have some flowers up here. I have a flower here, one here, one here. These two are clones. This is not. So I have a 1, 2, 3, 4 over there, 4 different clones to pollinate. So I'm gonna do this one first. So I'm gonna go ahead and collect some pollen here. So this is flower 2. This is flower 3. Oh wow, look in there. Let's see if I can focus. See in there? There's nectar in there. It's crazy. It's like sugar water. Anyways, I'm gonna try not to get that because sticky with this pollen powder is no good. So, okay. Oh wow, you can really see the nectar in here too. Let me see if I can see it glimmer. See it down there? Here, you know what? I'll use the back end of the brush so you can see. Yeah, it's like really, wow, it's crazy. All right, let's collect more pollen here. So that one has, these have a lot of nectar, so I didn't want to go in there. Let me look at this one. Yeah, this one doesn't really have nectar. These two are clones. They have like a weird flower, straggly pink petals. It's a really unique queretaroensis. It's really fat. Anyways, so that's 4 flowers. I got all this pollen here from those 4 flowers, which is way more than I need. But I gotta climb up here now. I have a chair here. So I have the luxury of doing this, of being able to pollinate my queretaroensis because they're not that big. I have a few in the ground, but I have a bunch of them in pots. And these are all different clones. And I'm able to pollinate them because I could reach the flowers. In opposed to, you know, maybe 20 years from now, I'll have a house, I'll have these in the ground and they'll be really massive and I won't be able to pollinate them by hand. I could maybe put a brush on a pole, try to pollinate flowers just to help out, but I'm gonna have to rely on pollinators. In which case I might try to beekeep just to have bees around. Anyways, I have 2 over here. I'm gonna have to climb up here. So I have these 2 flowers here. Actually, before I collect pollen from here, let me see if I see any nectar in there. Not really. Maybe a little. I could see a little glimmer, but not as much as those other 2 flowers. It's crazy. So my brush actually broke, but so it's really short. Whatever. So I'm just gonna collect the pollen. Get a whole lot of pollen on this brush now, just so I don't mix it with these 2. Anyways, I'm gonna collect these two, collect the pollen here from this flower and this flower. Now I'm gonna pollinate these suckers. And the good thing about this flower is that the stigma on this one sticks right out. Look at this, easy access. So I'm just gonna open up the stigma here. There's a little hole in the middle you want to put the pollen in. I'm just gonna dab it. Just gonna dab it. That's it. This one too. I'm just gonna use a blunt end to kind of pry open these little things here on the stigma. I'm gonna dab it with the pollen, and that's all there is to it. So let's take a look at what we're looking at pollen wise. Look at this. This is crazy. We don't even need this much pollen. I already refrigerated and froze some pollen, so I'm just gonna throw this pollen away when I'm done with it. So this is a mixture of 4 different clones, but I'll show you right now. I have more. So let me try to get down from here safely. Oh man. Oh. All right. Okay. So I'll come back to pollinate these other ones that I collected pollen from after I'm done collecting more pollen. So here, these are fresh flowers here, and this is yesterday's flower, which different clones, and due to weather, sometimes they'll close up right away, sometimes they won't. This clone, the flower doesn't close for some reason. That's just a trait this has. The flower won't close, but the stigma sinks in. You can see the stigma has sunken in a little, and you could see already the pollen and the sacs. It looks like a more darker orangey yellow, and these are like more clear yellow, kind of beige or white. So this is full of pollen right here. So, and I do see nectar in there. It's hard to see it glimmer, but way down in there's nectar. That's what attracts a bunch of pollinators, especially hummingbirds and other kind of birds. Okay, so let's collect more pollen here. And collect pollen here too. I could stay there longer to collect every particle of pollen, but I don't need it. Because look, I have way more pollen than I need. But make sure, move it around. Oh, someone's falling out. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna move it around. So it's all mixing together. All this pollen is mixing. So this is different than all the other clones. So I had 1, 2, 3, 2 of them were the same, 4, 5. These are 5 different clones. So all of these I could cross-pollinate with each other. I'm just going to collect all the pollen, and then I'm going to just douse the stigmas of all those other ones with the whole mixture. I have some Stenocereus flowers. I'll pollinate whatever I could reach. See, like, here's a good example. Like, I have this Stenocereus in the ground, and I can't reach those very top, like that top flower over there. I can't reach it, you know. I'd have to go to the other side of the yard. It's pretty hard. And look at all these buds. It's crazy on this Stenocereus. I do have another Stenocereus that's blooming, and I've been trying to cross some of these. Like this one set fruit. That one's gonna set fruit. when they don't set fruit, the whole bud will just fall off like that. Anyways, I have a whole lot of buds here. I couldn't reach this flower. That's the only one I could reach. So I'll pollinate that one, and the rest, sometimes they get pollinated by the other pollinators, because I have some neighbors that do have Cereus, so they'll cross pollinate them. But this is definitely self-sterile, so it needs to be cross pollinated. I'll cross that flower in a little bit with another Cereus I have. But anyways, yeah, none of these are open. Let me take a look around. Oh, I see one here. This is a orange pulp, I believe. Yeah, so here's another flower. Beautiful flower. You know what? I'm gonna pollinate this one now. So before I collect the pollen from this one, I'm going to look at this. Look at all this pollen. It's crazy. I'm gonna get a whole bunch of pollen on this brush, just so I could pollinate this flower after I collect pollen from it. So let me go ahead and collect some pollen here. Alright, so now that I got that pollen, I'm gonna see the stigma's closed. I'm gonna grab it, put it up, try to open it up a little bit, and I'm gonna dab it with all this pollen on this brush. It's crazy. It's crazy how much pollen is on this brush. And that's all there is to it. So on to the next flower, or flowers. Let's see. Do I have any over here? No, not on this guy. None here. That one's from yesterday. Aha, right here. Oh, there's a little sister bug. Get that guy out of here. And you know what? I'm gonna cross this one. I'm gonna collect the pollen to cross that one right now. So here's my brush full of pollen. It's like leaking. It's crazy. And then I'm going to collect some pollen. And I've been doing this every day for the past week or two. There was probably 2 days out of the past 2 weeks that I didn't have any flowers. So I am setting fruit. Like this one's set. There's a few here that are set, like that one. These are set. A bunch of these were pollinated also. I don't want to take my chances on pollinators having to pollinate them. So I collected pollen from here, right here. And now my brush, which is full of pollen from other clones, is here. I'm gonna use my finger just to probably open this stigma, and then I'm gonna dab it. Gonna dab it with this paintbrush, this brush full of pollen. So that's good. Let's go check out it. Let's go see that one's set fruit. No other flowers, no other Stenocereus flowers. And most Stenocereus are compatible with each other. Oh, you know what? I have a small one here. Last time I missed it. Let me see. No, it doesn't have flowers. I missed it. And when I came back from work, like at 11 or at noon, I saw it open, and I pollinated it like at noon. So let's see if it sets fruit. So I don't have any other Stenocereus back here. I have more around the house though. So stick with me. This is Taylor's Pride here. I'm actually gonna dab it also, just with this brush that has pollen in it. Just gonna go crazy. The stigma's a little closed. I'm just gonna move it around, see if it sets a little fruit. The fruits are tiny on Taylor's Pride, but I grew a few seeds and the seedlings look pretty cool. So, should I pollinate these now? Yeah, why not? Okay, so I already pollinated that guy up there. I want to pollinate these right now. Let me just set this aside here. Look at all this pollen. I don't need all this pollen. I do not need all this pollen. Like I said, I already saved like 3 days, 3 of these in the refrigerator and 2 of them in the freezer. So if I'm going to use pollen after a few weeks, I will freeze them. But if I know I'm going to use it within the next probably 2-3 weeks, even month, I'll leave it in the refrigerator, and the pollen is still good. So here, let's pollinate this guy here. I'm gonna grab one of these little pieces of stigma, pry it open, and dabbing it here. This guy up here too. Let's see. The stigma doesn't stick out as much as these other ones, but it's there. You can still see it. It's right here. You can still see it. I'm gonna pry. Oh man, I just dropped a bunch of my pollen. Seriously, I just dropped a bunch of my pollen, which doesn't matter. I have so much. Wow, I can't believe I dropped that much pollen. It's okay. That's why you don't do this, but I mean, I didn't want to put this down. It's fine. So I'm pollinating this. Is good. There's still a whole lot of pollen. I dropped like half of it or more, which is cool. It's all right. I shook it beforehand, so this is a mixture of everything I collected earlier. Same thing here. This see how the stigma is kind of closed. So I try to pry it open a little bit, and then I will brush some pollen onto that puppy. That's it. So everything's pollinated. I have a few more areas. I checked the front of the house. I have some queretaroensis there and some Stenocereus over here, and they don't have any flowers. There's one here that I got flower. Yeah, this one. Okay, so this one needs some pollinating. How am I gonna do this? Let me all right, so the stigma. Yeah, this one has a small stigma. It's like a really skinny stigma. Okay, so I'm gonna grab the stigma from one of those little arms it has, pry it open, and then dab it. Yeah, that's all there is to it. All right, that looks good. And you see, I lost more than half of the pollen, and I don't really need it. So that's Cereus. Here's the other Cereus I have open. I'll cross it with that one flower I could reach, and I'll get some pollen from that one and cross it with this one. And I'll check the rest of the house, see if I have any more Cereus flowers open. Which I don't think so. You know what? Let me check. That way, it'll save me a trip again. I'll have an epi flower here. It's like a light pink epi flower. Beautiful flower. I collected pollen because I want to cross. The other day I had a bunch of blooms. Oh, here's the second one. I had a bunch of blooms, and I want to cross this with a pink flower I have. Yeah, but look, it's a beautiful pink or yellow. It's a slight yellow. It's not yellow like really opaque. I wish it was a dark yellow. No, I don't have any other Cereus here. I have some Cereus hybrids here. No. Yeah, this is what I do, what I've been doing at night. I know some people are like, I ain't got no time for that, but that's cool. But if you don't get pollinators to pollinate your plants, you're just not going to get fruit. So, oh man, this is a beautiful Echinopsis I have here in the ground. It has this beautiful pink or orangey kind of flower. I'm going to collect pollen from this. I want to cross this with this Stenocereus I have here in the ground, which is going to have multiple blooms soon. And I want to use this pollen, so I have another vacuum which is clean right now, and I'm going to collect pollen from it. Yeah, this is a beautiful flower. Anyways, no, these Cereus do not have any flowers open. The queretaroensis is up here. Right there, it has no flowers. You know what? There's one more area in the house. I have 2 pots. And I might have some flowers open there. So I could use more of this pollen. But if I don't, I'm just gonna toss this pollen away. It's not needed anymore. I don't see anything. No. No, I don't. No fresh flowers. So I pollinated a bunch of these. You can see look, these are growing already. They're getting the spines already. These are growing. This one was not pollinated. I don't know. This one didn't set. This one didn't set. It's fine. Sometimes you win some, you lose some. This one, is that a flower? Oh, no, it's closed. Okay, so I don't have any more anything else that needs pollinating. So this is where I will just toss it. I could refrigerate it, but I don't need it. I have, like I said, I have a lot of pollen that and I will wash this just to make sure I don't have any residue, any pollen left over. I'll wash this, and then I always keep a clean one in case I need to use it twice in one day. In which today I do need it because I'm going to save some of that orange flower echinopsis. Anyways, guys, that was my adventure, my pollinating adventure today. And that's how long it takes sometimes. So I work early morning, so I prefer to do it at night or right before work. This is an outside fridge. I told you I saved pollen. Look at all this pollen I saved. This one's frozen. See the pollen? It's crazy. It's a whole lot of pollen I have saved frozen here. This is frozen pollen. Oh, this is a Stenocereus. And this is the refrigerator where I also have a whole lot of pollen. Look at this. And like I said, I have a few bags here. I have a few bags of pollen here. Look at this. So these are all ready. So if I only had one Stenocereus flower open, that's where I'm going to come and get this and use this as backup. If not, I will always use fresh pollen. It's always best. Anyways, guys, that's it for today. Have a great one, guys. Check out these little beauties here. These are some hybrids, Pollaskia with Stenocereus and was a mother plant, and then this is a cross with who knows what. So these are unknown hybrids, but the farina's crazy on them, right? Anyways, guys, cheers for now.